Hey everyone, Neil here, coming back with another episode. So, in our last episode, we talked about a couple episodes. We talked about recipes and smelting. So, I figured now would be a good time to start talking about tools. So, let's go ahead and open up our workspace, like so. And there's a couple of things that we need to get out of the way. So, let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to go to my items class, like so. We're going to open this up, and up here where we have our declarations, we're going to call this tools, and we are going to do public static tool material, and we are going to call this, let's call this vanadium tools, but we're going to keep that all one word. And let's go ahead and leave it like that. We're going to go ahead and import tool material, and let's go ahead and if you hold down your control, I'm holding down left control, it'll turn this kind of into a link type thing. We can click on that. What this is going to do is it's going to let us go in and look at our tool material class that comes out of Minecraft. So, what we see here is the 5 different embedded, or not embedded, like the vanilla kind of item materials. We have wood, we have stone, iron, emerald. When it comes to emerald, just think of this as diamond. The harvest level is 3, and then gold. Now, what we have below here is 5 different variables, right? We have our harvest level, and we see the comment here, which essentially kind of explains what that harvest level is. So, harvest level, right? So, you can use a wooden pickaxe to mine like coal and iron ore, but you can't use it to do like redstone, of course, or gold, or lapis, or anything like that, right? You can mine with it, but what ends up happening is you go through and you mine that block, and as soon as the block breaks, it doesn't return anything, it just disappears, right? So that's what the harvest level is. Max uses, essentially this is the number of uses that the material allows. So we see right here we have 59 uses for wood, 131 for stone, 250. A diamond one is 1,561, and a gold only allows 32 uses. Next, we have the efficiency on proper material. So this is the strength of the tool material against blocks which it is effective against. So what does that mean for us? Efficiency on proper material. As long as it is within that harvest level, this is how efficient it's going to be. Damage versus entity, and then of course we have our enchantability. So those 5 different variables are listed here, right? So we can see what they are for each of those. On ours, really what we want to do is we wanted to determine how strong it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this, I'm going to go ahead and set this up to where it's as good as diamond, but doesn't last as long. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in a space, and we're going to type in enum helper. This is a forge event hook type thing. Not really either of those things. But what this allows us to do is utilize a forge function that allows us to go ahead and put our own tools in. So we're going to name these vanadium tools. And what we need to do now is set those 5 variables. So I'm going to type these in real fast. I'm going to do 3, which essentially means that its harvest level is going to be the same as diamond pickaxe. So I can actually mine obsidian with this bad boy. I'm only going to actually give it about 800 uses though, so it's not going to be nearly as it's not going to last nearly as long as a diamond pickaxe would, say, for example. I'm going to give it a max use, no, an efficiency on proper material of, we'll actually go ahead and leave that the same. We're going to leave that as an 8.0 float. Next, we're going to have a damage versus entity. I'm going to make that a little bit better, and we're going to put that as a 4.0 float. And enchantability, we're going to go ahead and leave that as a 10. Just like so. So what do we need? We need an equal sign right there. So let's go ahead and import enum helper, and there we go. So now we've gone ahead and we've created our tool material like so. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come down and under a little bit farther here under tools, we have our tool material. Let's go ahead and create our different tools. So we're going to have public static item, and we are going to have a vanadium pickaxe. I'm going to just do a little copy paste here, and we're going to have 5 total tools. The next one is going to be an axe. The next one is going to be a spade or shovel. We're going to call it a spade because that's in line with vanilla code. A hoe and a sword. Let's make this a little a, like so. So there we've got our 5 different items. So now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and actually initialize. No, let's go ahead and register these items. So we're going to come down here. We put this above our ingot, so we will just go ahead and do a comment for tools. We're going to do game registry.register item. We'll just do this manually, and it is going to be a vanadium pickaxe, and that is going to be equal to a new ng vanadium pickaxe. And I want to make sure this is a class that we're going to have to go through and actually create, and what we're going to do is we need to pass along our unlocalized name. So let's do that. Vanadium pickaxe. We need to pass along our tool material, which is going to be vanadium tools. We'll just copy and paste that bad boy right there. And let's go ahead and put our name again one more time. So, quotes, vanadium pickaxe. Cool. So, now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and create this class. We're going to go ahead and put this in our items class, like so. And, no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. No, let's keep things clean. Items, we're going to do a new package, and we are going to have tools. And let's just go ahead and pick that up, and we're going to drop the tools right there, and we'll do a little save. Yes. Update our references. Doesn't like something here. We'll come back to this. Okay. So let's take a look at what this needs to be. So what we're going to do is we're not going to extend item. We're actually going to extend item pickaxe, like so. We're going to import that, and what we're going to do is we're going to create our constructor. We're going to say public ng vanadium, easy, copy paste. Pickaxe, what are we going to pass along? We're going to pass along a string, which is going to be our unlocalized name, and we're going to bring along our tool material as well, which we are just going to call material. In here, we are going to do super, and we're going to drop in our material. We are going to say this dot set unlocalized name is going to be our unlocalized name, and let's go ahead and stick it in our where are we going to do? We're going to put this into our creative tab, which will be ng global dot ng creative tab. There we go. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward, right? So really what we want to do is we want to repeat this multiple times. Items, not tools. Why? I think that has to do with how I have my grouping set up, whether it's hierarchical or not. There we go. Let's come back here and see why this doesn't like this. Dot register block, because it's not a block, it's an item. Silly goose. Alright, let's save that, and we're just gonna copy and paste this in multiple times, and we are going to kind of go down the line here and drop in our other variables. Now, when I first did this on my development workspace, I made a couple of boo-boos, so I want to make sure that I don't repeat that again. You'll see that I am just dropping these in right here, making sure that each of my lines are all the same. There we go. So let's go through and we will just manually type these, and then we can go in and create the classes for them. Spadey. This is going to be the hoe. And this will be the sword. Super cool. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and create this class. It is going to be under tools, like so. Much like we did with our pickaxe, our axe is going to do the same. It's going to extend item axe, like so. We're going to import that. Let's go ahead and add the constructor, but in addition to tool material, of course, we want to do a string, and it is going to be our unlocalized name, like so. Get rid of the to-do. This dot set unlocalized name, like so. We're going to make sure that it gets into our creative tab. This dot set creative tab, ng global dot ng creative tab. Boom. Sweet. Visibility. Protected. Let's change this to public. Like so. There we go. So it likes that. Now let's go ahead and just repeat this with our spade. Dot tools. This is going to extend item spade. I'm going to import that. We will do our constructor. That's public, so that's good. String unlocalized name, and we are going to have this dot set unlocalized name is going to be that, of course, just like last time. Set the creative tab. This ng global dot set creative tab. So get rid of the to do, all that jazz, and that's good. So we're going to head back over here. We're going to do create our class once again under tools. Extends item hoe. Import constructor. It's public. We're going to again pull over our string unlocalized name, and it'll be this dot set unlocalized name, back to the creative tab again.
I see that.
And get rid of that to do. And now all we have to do is our sword. So let's do our sword. Tools. Extends item sword. Constructor. Unlocalized name. Like so. Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking. Yeah. We're good. We're good. Cool. So that's actually all of the code work that we have to do for those guys. Now, let's take a look at how we are going to render these bad boys. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and just choose close all on these, and we're going to open up our render class, our item render class, like so. We're going to come right here, and we're going to do tools, and we are going to have reg item ng items dot vanadium pickaxe. We will do our copy and paste on this 5 times. So we're going to have our pickaxe, we're going to have our axe, we're going to have our spade, we'll have our hoe, and sword. Now I've already gone ahead and created some textures for these. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drop these into the correct location. So we're going to come down here to our item textures, and I'm going to grab these real quick like. There, and there, and there, and there. And I'm going to just paste those in. Right like so. There we have them. Right in between our ingot. Now we need to look at our models for them. And as you guessed it, what we're going to do is we're going to jump into our mod development folder, and we're going to look at our vanilla assets. And really what we're going to do is we're going to just replicate the JSON files. Like here is our diamond axe, right? So we've got a diamond axe. We're going to select all of this like so. We're going to come over here and we're going to do a new other untitled text file. And we're going to paste this bad boy in. So we of course need to put in our mod ID, and we've got our axe, so we are going to name this correctly. This is going to be a vanadium axe, like so. We're going to save as, and we're going to come down and drop it into our models item right here. Vanadium axe, just like our unlocalized name. Make sure to put .json at the end of it. So let's actually jump in and one, make sure that our items are appearing, and two, make sure that that initial texture loads up. Probably going to see some errors in the background for our missing models for our other classes. Yeah, you'll see vanadium pickaxe right there. Don't have a model for that. So jump in, new world, And let's see what we've got here. We've got our sword, our pickaxe, our axe, that and that. It didn't show up for our axe. So, let's check and find out what's up with that. What is up with that? Let's look at our console, see what it says. We're looking for vanadium axe. Vanadium spade, sword, hoe, vanadium axe, skipping. Huh, that's interesting. What's up with that? This is what I have in the original. Huh. That's weird. Well, let's do some troubleshooting and figure it out. So, our textures, right? We're looking for items and we're looking for a vanadium axe. And of course we can't open that. Oh, yeah, we can. There's the axe. So why didn't it render correctly? Did I misspell something? I don't know. Huh. I don't see any reason why that shouldn't be working. There's obviously something that I'm missing. Vanadium axe. There it is. Everything looks good. Do we need a block state for this? Not a block state. But, no, we don't need a block model for it. So what am I doing wrong? You guys are like, you tell me. It's good right there. That's weird. You know what we're going to do? We're going to press ahead and we're going to troubleshoot this in a little bit. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to come back here and we're going to look at a diamond pickaxe. We're going to grab the code for that. You'll see that it opened up right here.
What are you doing?
And
It's for the outside. It goes to the barbecue. It stays outside.
Let's do a new.
It stays outside. It's an outside thing. I promise.
There we go.
Get outside, please.
And so this is going to be for our pickaxe.
It stays outside.
Let's see here, pickaxe.
Okay, then you can do
Vanadium.
that outside, and you can come in. That doesn't go in the house.
There we go. And we'll go ahead and file, save as. We're going to drop this into assets, ng, models, item, like so. This will be vanadium pickaxe, like so. Sweet. I'm still irked as to why that other one isn't working. I need to do this. Dang it. So we'll highlight it, F2 dot JSON. And you know what? I'm pretty sure that all of these are actually the same. So, just to be sure, I'm going to check my development environment. This is our spade. 090 minus 35. Good. So what we'll actually do is we will just go. That was our spade. Let's make sure our sword is the same. Okay. File, save as, our hoe, save as, our sword, and our spade. Like so. Now let's actually go ahead and open up our lang file and put those bad boys in here. That error completely threw me off. I'm all verklempt now. So we are going to do item dot nope, lowercase vanadium pickaxe dot name is going to be our vanadium pickaxe, like so. Almost done. Alright, cool. So let's jump in and see what's up with this. Why is this not working? I might have to step away for a sec and figure it out. What we're going to do is we're going to watch the console for errors that pop up here. Oh, there's one. There's another. Vanadium axe. Vanadium axe. NG item. Vanadium axe. NG item. Item. Rendered all of them except the axe, and it did them all as a pickaxe. I know why it did that. That's what I get for copying and pasting. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's close all these, because we're going to be opening up quite a few of these. Shame on me when I copy and paste. NG items. Item. This will actually be the hoe, like this. You guys probably saw me while I was doing that. You're like, dude, you're missing something. And actually, you know what I'm going to do here is, in all of the vanilla code for the shovels, it shows up as a spade, but when it's defined up here, it is actually a shovel. So I'm going to do that, like that. Now let's figure out what's up with this axe. You have the axe. Could it be vanadium axe? Vanadium axe, vanadium axe. That's right. Our texture name is right. So what is up with this? Exception loading doesn't look like it's any of my classes. NG item. There's got to be something that I'm missing here. Well, you know what I'm going to do is, I know that my picture's good. I'm just going to delete this. And just create a new one. grab this like so. We're going to copy that. We're going to paste it in here. We're going to change it to ax. We are going to save it as source, resources, assets, ng, models, item. Alright. As Samuel L. Jackson says in Jurassic Park, hang on to your butts. Let's check. No. So, I don't know. Maybe you guys saw something. I didn't. Leave a comment below. But it looks like it worked at this point. Yep, there we go. So, what we can do is get rid of all this stuff. We're going to grab a sword, we're going to grab our pickaxe, a shovel, and an axe. So, let's raise some hell. Make sure that these are all behaving like they should. Cool. That volume is super loud. We're gonna go cut you down a tree. I have a feeling that we're going to be killing a sheepy here in a second. Game mode 0. Yummy, yummy lamb chops. So that behaves the way that it's supposed to. Okay, it has durability. That's good. If we hit actually, let me see here. If we hit F3 and H, maybe we have to do it here. F3 and H. There we go. What it does is it actually shows us our durability on these. So we'll see that 800 durability. Our shovel. Cool. So 788. 787. So we see that going down. Let's find something to dig. Nothing to dig right there. I think we got something over here we can dig. Yeah, we do. Boop. Like so. Our bauxite ore. Sweet. And durability on that went down by 1. Super cool. Alrighty. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Let me know if you have questions below. I'll try to get to them. In the meantime, thanks and have a great day.